The Weed of the Week brought to you by Show Me Shortline and the Richiger Flexigrain Storage System.
Affordable, flexible storage is here. Richiger R-Series bagger and unloader from Show Me Shortline. Maximize your profits with adaptable storage and management. Reduce storage costs and gain a competitive edge by selling at the right time. Visit us online at showmeshortline.com.
We hinted a little bit at our Weed of the Week. It's volunteer corn.
Volunteer corn, believe it or not, is the worst yield robber in soybeans. It's worse than velvet leaf. It's worse than water hemp, worse than lamb's quarters. Every single plant will remove more yield from your crop than an individual plant of any other weed out there.
The tough thing about volunteer corn is much of it is Roundup resistant, as Roundup ready corn is spread across the country. So if you have volunteer corn that Roundup won't kill, what do you use?
Well, you're going to need to use something like Select Max or Generic Select, Assure 2. There are a number of different products out there that are all going to be fine. The big thing is when you're mixing those together with Roundup, make sure, like we talked about earlier in the show, you use a non-ionic surfactant at 1 quart per 100 gallons of water.
Now the timing of that volunteer corn control is important too. You want to spray it as soon as you're seeing volunteer corn out there, get it under control. Don't wait until later on in the season because volunteer corn can be a host for corn rootworms.
Plus the fact that it's going to destroy your yield if you leave it untreated. So I get the question quite often, should I spray early or late for volunteer corn? My answer is often both. If you have a lot of volunteer corn out there, spray early and spray late if it's that bad a problem for you. Remember, it's only going to cost you probably $2 or $3 an acre, maybe $4 at the very, very most, to control your volunteer corn. It's so inexpensive, it's one of the cheapest weeds to control, even though it's one of the worst.
That's all for our Weed of the Week, but there's more Ag PhD to come with Iron Talk coming up next.